All right, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. I apologize. My phone, thought my phone was charged, but evidently it wasn't charged enough. And I just went in the dark. Hey, get that out your mouth. Get it out. Yeah. So got the pups. They out here putting everything in their mouth, as we already know. That's what they do. Find out what they was eating too before I get into it, man. They was out here eating deer poop. Yeah, I said it. Deer poop. That's what they was eating on. And it was a big old pile. But anyway, I'm not going to gross you out. Hey, hey, but thank y'all for coming back in. I'm the off-grid trucker. And I got my eyes on them, see what they're eating on now. They look like they're eating on some acorns now. Yeah, they're out there eating on some acorns. But yeah, I appreciate y'all stopping back in. Just wanna step in for a minute again. And first, I want to give praise and honor to the Most High for all that He has done and all He continue to do for us each and every day. Hope that y'all can hear me. I know it's a little breezy out here up on the mountains, and it feels good. But I just want to make sure that y'all can hear me clearly. And if y'all can hear me and y'all can see me, if y'all can hear me, give me a 7. If you can see me, give me a 9. You don't mind. Want to make sure everything is right. Everything is coming in clearly. And before I get started, like I said, see the camera shaking a little bit. Yeah, it's a little windy out here. So got my microphone on. I may need to hold it. Let me try to hold it. Try to cuff it a little bit. Okay. So it's really something, as I mentioned before. It's something to which you actually I'm off grid. And that's my whole goal is to be off grid. Why you want to be off grid? Thank you for asking. Okay. At user, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you for stopping in. Um, yeah. So the reason why I'm off grid because as we see, which we seen in, which I seen anyway, stuff was starting to happen. Um, Stuff was starting to happen in the world, and hey, I say, you know what? I seen the future of it. Okay, I seen the future of it, and it wasn't looking too good. Hold on for a second, y'all. Hey, on me. My apologies. They was getting too far out there in the woods. They only 5 months. They really can't defend themselves too much. Probably just bark and run. Something big come. But anyway, I seen what was happening in the world, and I say, you know what? I got to make some things happen because, for one, your family depends on you. Your children depends on you. A lot of people may depend on you. And as we see what's going on in the world today, I advise everybody that has the ear to hear and eyes to see to start doing the same thing. Start preparing. It's not too late, but prices of land has skyrocket. Skyrocket. Like what I paid for this land right here. And I have quite a bit of land. This land right now, you try to get it, it may cost you about $200,000. It may cost you that much to get the land. Let me see. It's uh Eric Eric Gotson. I might have messed that up. If I did, forgive me. Said, what advice would you give to your younger self if you can go back to the time you were 18? Hey, you know what? That's a good question. I'm going I'm going to touch on that. I'm going to touch on that. And but I don't want to get thrown off right now. But yeah, if you have any questions, please drop them down there. Okay. Um, so the land has gone up. It's crazy. The price of land. Let's see. M low key 1221. You look like that guy from the off grid truck. Okay. You got jokes. You got jokes. Um, so um, so yeah. Hey, so those in coming in the room, if y'all can hit that like button for me, tap the screen 2 times for me, I appreciate it. I want to touch on while I have the time, I want to touch on that you can get this right here yourself. You can get that right there yourself, and also can get some land, and I want to touch on these things as well before I get off the screen today, okay? And I want y'all to come back. If y'all have somewhere to go, hey, please do what you got to do. Take care of your business, but come back later and check this video out because it's going to be filled with a lot of gems, okay? Let me see. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am in a huge debt. Can you help me? I am from India. Hey, I don't know if I can help you, but I know some information that I may have. I don't know how it may apply over there in India. I don't know the laws and rules and regulations and stipulations and all that stuff over there in India. Only speaking about what I know about here in the U.S. But maybe I advise you maybe try to do what you can do to make it over. Make it over here. So but yeah, so there's some things in which when I sit back and I look and I listen, and I'm from the city. I'm from the city, and who's that? Chocolate, 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 coffee. Yo, what up, my homie? Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, thank you for stopping in. Hey, thank all of y'all for stopping in. Hey, please do me a favor. Tap that screen. Let me know where you're chiming in from too, if you don't mind. And how the weather and stuff going on, where y'all may be at. Right now, it's here real quick. It's about 75. 75. You see where they at. I am. See me and Levi? Or me? They can't go too far. They can't go too far. I got about 7 acres fenced in. So, like I said, I just don't want to get too far because there's mountain lions and coyotes and whatever else is out here. But yeah. But what I would do, lost my train of thought, calling for them, looking for them. Okay, there they are. So the thing that I like, like I said, I'm from the city, and being out here, what are y'all doing? Like they can talk back to me. Y'all exploring? Yeah, they exploring. Um, what I'm from the city, and a lot of things in which, I mean, it's just a big difference, y'all. It's a big difference being out here on the land, on raw land. If y'all haven't go back and look at my archives, and you'll see when I purchased this land, what it looked like and what it looked like now. And this didn't just happen um, overnight. Shari 8901. Please give me any. Oh yeah, definitely. I want to give you some suggestions. Just I mean, just stay locked in with me. But if you don't, you happen to go do something or whatever, then that's cool too. Just come back, and I have some suggestions for everybody. It's just a fact of if y'all would be so kind, and just hit me a like button for the advice, that I maybe give. It's free. You know what I mean? It's free game. You know what I mean? And so just utilize it, to the best of your abilities. I'm gonna break it down, simplify it as best as I can. Okay, for everybody could follow it. It ain't a script that I'm gonna tell you. It's actually something that, it's just that the fact that I did the research, and I'm just gonna give it to you, just give it to you. So just bear with me, cause I got my pup here and just want to just make sure that they're all right. You want to see them? Okay, I'm gonna show you real quick. Oh, wait a minute, there they are. See them? They just out here just roaming and eating. And back over there, yeah, see, I got a thing over there. But yeah, they just over there just roaming. But yeah, I just want to just get this information because if someone would have gave it to me, and the reason why I want to come and show y'all this stuff, man. And I was debating honestly on should I show y'all or not. But hey, there's somebody out here that needs the information, that needs the encouragement, that needs the motivation, and why not? Why not? I'm not showing anything that a lot of off gridders don't have themselves. It's just the fact that I just want to let you know. Here it is, ex gang member. You know, um, I've been in the penitentiary. A while. It's been a while now. It's been over 20 years since I've been in there. You know, um, but I've been there. I gang bang. I did all that stuff. And for those who, I had credit messed up and all of that stuff, and you know, and I didn't get none of the stuff on credit. I didn't get none of the stuff on credit. It was just a lot of hard work and sacrifice. A lot of hard work and sacrifice. And you also can achieve this right there, that cabin. You also can get that, you know. And a lot of people, as we see on the news, we see on the news daily what's going on. Foreclosures, evictions, food, you know, people living in their cars, people living in containers, people living in storage units, people living in RVs and all of these things, because they no longer can afford, either the rent went up, doubled up on them, or they need three times the amount for rent in order to afford a one or two or a studio apartment, depending on where you may be living at. Things has gone wild, and I'm not talking about no specific type of party, you know, whether you Democrat, Republican, Independent, or no party whatsoever, no affiliate whatsoever. I'm not coming nor speaking on that. This is not that channel, and I don't care on what's going on up in the White House or the Blue House or whatever house that they may consider it to be, because it's all a puppet show. It's all a puppet show. It's just let me see. Somebody said, see, Ranga Ace, what's going on? Think of stopping in. Hey, y'all can be so kind and hit that like button for me. I appreciate y'all. I said from Australia. Okay, tapping in from Australia. Hey, what's going on with you? Hope things well with you over there. Said rent's gone up to 900 a week. It's crazy time we live in. 900 a week. Whoa, 900 a week. Man, and that's for what? A one bedroom, two bedroom. How many bedrooms are you talking about far as rent? It's crazy. Hey, rent here is high. I mean, like I said, for a studio, depends. Like in New York, that it may be about 2,000, 3,000, three bedroom, no yard. Mm. And let me tell you, listen to a Ranga Ace. Listen to what I'm going to tell you, man. And it'd be more lucrative and honestly to do it the way that I'm going to explain it. And however, once I explain it and you get it, however need to swat, to move about doing it, then hey, that's on you. But just let me give you a little advice and maybe some encouragement. Let me see. John Passive, it's time to move to the countryside or to a different country. Huh. Hey, you know, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know about moving to a different country, you know, but to each his own. But I would agree as far as moving to the country. That's where I'm at. I'm in the country. I'm from the city. Let me see. Zahir is hey, assalamu alaikum. Hey, peace, blessings. Shalom alaikum. How's everything? Hey, y'all into the room. I appreciate y'all for stopping in, checking me out. You know, if y'all can be so kind and just hit that like button, tap the screen 2 times for me. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. Let's see, the Caribbean, Central America, and South America are beautiful and affordable. Hey, I heard that. The Caribbean, okay. Central America and South America are beautiful. I was going to move to South America years ago. I was going to move down there, but a lot of things started jumping off, happening between, you know, um, the U.S. and down there at the border, and I just end up decided to find me something here, here. I'm in the Ozarks. I'm in the Ozarks in the mountains, and it is so beautiful. And I like the Ozarks, and I'm gonna come over here for a minute, go down the rabbit hole just for a second. Do you think Leeds will stay up? Do you think Leeds will stay up? Day 1991. Appreciate you for stopping in. Do you think Leeds will stay up? What you mean by that? Oh man, y'all rolling over here. What you mean by do you think Leeds will stay up? What is that? I don't get that one. Let me see. Damn, that's a dream cabin right there, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that, but 3,000. Hey, man. Hey, I mean, it's a reality. It can happen. You can have one too. Just stick with me. Stick with me. I will give you some advice, and hopefully, prayerfully, that you can go ahead and get that. Zig Z, hey, what's going on? Hey, if y'all hit that like button as you coming in or going out, hey, I appreciate that. Say how you off grid if you acquiring properties require yearly tax fee. Hey, anywhere here in these United States of America, you're going to pay taxes. Now, how much taxes? Let me tell you the difference in my taxes. In my taxes, a year, it costs as much as it does for you to fill up your tank. I don't know if you heard me. I'll say it again. My taxes a year cost about as much as it costs you to fill up your gas tank. I don't care if you have a regular car, a 4 cylinder, 6 cylinder, you know, doesn't matter. You know, I probably pay about what you pay to fill up your gas tank a year. And so you got to be smart about it. You got to be smart about it, so you could pay up for 100 years, if you can't make them taxes right there, then something's wrong. I'd rather pay these taxes than pay taxes that those pay in subdivisions. You know what I'm saying? So think about that right there. Let me see. I'm not from the USA, but I am aware about the conditions there. Hey, it's all over the news. And those that's here, you know, needs to be worried about the conditions as well. Cause who's that? ATM Tim. What's going on there, brother? What's going on, man? Peace, peace, peace. Glad you're stopping in, man. Hey, those that's coming in, please be so kind and tap that light screen for me. I appreciate that, y'all. Appreciate that. Said West Yorkshire. Okay. Let's see. It says, "Are you a Muslim?" Why? No, I'm not a Muslim. There, Doctor Coomer, not a Muslim, sir. But thank you for stopping in. Hey, you can be so kind. All of y'all can be so kind. Just tap that screen for me 2 times. Um, Hi, Sam from South Africa. South Africa. What's going on, Sam? What's going on? Thank you for stopping in. And say sent $80 away to the channel, pal. Sent $80 anyway to the channel, pal. Hey, man. I don't know. I'm not the one that's seeking any money. But hey, I take a like. I'm not here to receive any money. At all, to inform y'all and to possibly bring some encouraging news, encouraging information to y'all, so y'all can do what y'all need to do with it. And I just pray that y'all make a move on it quickly. Okay, don't sit back. Don't just sit back and just wait. Just wait for something to happen. Like I was saying, I'm from the city. I'm from the city capital in Ohio, and I lived all over, honestly. I lived all over these states, not all over, but quite a few states I lived in. And one thing that I see on a regular is now what I see, because my eyes have been open, to the fact of what they got me, man? Simeon Levi, leave it, leave it. Come on me. Come, come, come on, come. Come on, come. Simeon, come. What are y'all doing? Come here, Levi. What are they doing? What y'all got in y'all mouth for? Look like you had a bird or something. Go get some water. Go over there with your brother. Go. They'll just run. They'll run all day. Run all day. But anyway, y'all. Sorry for the distraction. Hey, gotta deal with the pups, man. They like children. See, they know you live or doing something. They want to be a distraction. But anyway, um, so like I was saying, y'all, it's the fact that I see what's going on. Y'all see what's going on. What preparations? And let me say this: change is okay to change. It's okay to make change. Nothing wrong with change. You know, you have to be willing to endure the change. You have to be willing, and you have to be prepared for the change. And you have to be willing to exchange for change, because a lot of things, is going on. And if you're not prepared, then you're going to fall. You're gonna fall. You may fall hard. You may fall, maybe a light fall, But if you listening to the words that's coming out of my mouth, and you're gonna take heed to the things in which I'm not telling you, but I'm stressing to you to take heed to do. Okay? And I'm gonna take y'all on a little tour, show y'all a couple things. Not a whole lot of things, but I'll show y'all a couple things as well. Maybe y'all want to start doing. I'm gonna show y'all a couple of books that maybe y'all want to start purchasing now, and either get them in the binder form, or get them and have them laminated, and just start reading them. hopefully it be an encouragement or motivation, for y'all, to look at these things as far as raising chickens and goats and sheeps and any type of livestock that y'all prefer. Pig, pork, and I don't eat pork. Rabbits, I don't eat rabbits. But I'm saying these are things that you know like like to eat. Then I suggest and or learn how to raise them and how to manage them when they're sick, and how, because feed, is going to be expensive. You talking about food. A lot of people giving up their livestock because they can't afford to feed, you know, the livestock in themselves too, you know? So how is it that you're going to grow certain food, you know, um, for your livestock, you know? What herbs are you going to plant? What seeds are you going to plant, you know, for to feed your livestock? So a lot of these things um comes in handy, as far as the books I won't give y'all. I'm gonna give it to y'all at the end, so y'all just stick with me for a minute. Um all right, bro. You very good game. See, one thing is that we gonna have to make sure that we do is so I had to put you in timeout there, buddy. Cause one thing that we're not gonna do, we're not gonna be disrespectful to anybody in the room, and definitely not me. Cause there's just keep things respectful, okay? Just keep things respectful. Don't be disrespectful, okay? Don't be disrespectful. So there's a lot of things that you may need to know. Um, hello from Ukraine. Hey, what's going on? Peace, peace, peace. What's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Hey, if y'all could be so kind and hit that like button when you're coming into the room, and or when you exit the room, I appreciate it. Matter of fact, tap in. Where you from? Where you coming in from? We got Ukraine, Africa, America, India, all in the building, all in the building. Appreciate y'all. Let me see. If you declare with your mouth, Jesus is Lord, and in your heart, God raised him from the dead, you'll be saved. Okay, 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 okay. I believe in all that. Diamond Rod for thanks. Okay. My FX journey. Okay, and yeah, 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 yeah. So we got people tuning in all over the world, all over the world. And you know what? This information can be used all over the world. Okay, because everybody have land out there. Everybody have developable tools that they can get in order to mend the gardens and stuff like that. You don't have to build expensive or lavish type of chicken coops or pens and all of that stuff. Just something that could hold your livestock in. Okay, start with that. Just something that you can do at the moment to let's see, my FX journey, bro. Give us advice for 2026. Oh, definitely. This is for 2026 and beyond. 2026 and beyond. You hey, I ain't saying grab a pen and take notes, cause you have this video, save the video as one of your favorites, you know, write something, as far as how you remember this video, cause I'm gonna be touching on quite a few things, and I would like for y'all to take heed right now. Take heed right now, and start preparing and getting the things right. So what's the first thing that you want to do? You want to start looking for some land. You want to start looking for some land right now. You want to start looking for some land. And those who may be interested in some land, um, I would say look for some raw land. You definitely want to look for some raw land. Those coming to the room, if y'all could be so kindly tap that screen for me 2 times. I appreciate it. Only thing I'm asking for is a like, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and join the Off Grid Tribe. Let's see what these darn dogs at. Simmy and Levi on me. Oh, I see them. They back there. Yeah. So if you haven't, let's see, give me some. Give me some. Okay, we can't. Okay, we gotta keep the profanity down as much as possible, y'all. I'm not for sure about Bitcoins. I'm not into the Bitcoin scenario. Cause Bitcoin, you got Bitcoins and you don't got no seeds, you don't got no gardens, then you'll be giving up your Bitcoins for something to eat. You know what I mean? I say what's worth more than Bitcoins is seeds. It's seeds. Hold on for a second. Let me show y'all something. Hold on for a second. Don't leave. Hold on for 1 second. I'm gonna show y'all something that y'all gonna like. Hold on. You know, this is something in which everybody should have, and it's a lot of stuff. Man, that wind is kicking up out there, y'all. Man, see I got something to switch on with light. Bear with me 1 second. Y'all hear a lot of noise going on here. I'm gonna show y'all something. Oh man, hope something's still here. Okay, y'all. Y'all still with me? Okay. Let me show y'all something. I haven't did this so for a while, and a few things in which I want y'all to see. And I'm gonna show y'all a few things first, then I'll get to the ultimate thing that I want y'all to look at. All right, y'all still with me? All right. So, what I said, those talking about Bitcoins or whatever, I'm gonna show you something that's way better than Bitcoins. Way better than Bitcoins, y'all. You see these right here? You see them? This is what you need to get. You see, these things is worth more than Bitcoins. See that one? These things that you can plant in your garden. Okay? I'm showing y'all a lot of stuff, but I want y'all, these is worth more than Bitcoins at the end of the day. Okay? So if you want to invest, I advise y'all to go and invest in your food, in your garden. Because what if there's no more? Yes. What if there's no more food in the stores? What you gonna do? What y'all gonna do? No more food in the stores. You need to go out right now. This is the first thing y'all need to do. First thing y'all need to do is go out there and start looking into these things. You see a lot of things in which you want to make sure that you invest in. Yeah. I see it. You know, I don't know how to fix that, but I guess you have to just read it backwards. you know, I don't know. Let me see. Let me see if I could do something. Let me see if I hold it up this way. See, it's upside down on that way. Let me see. Yep, that's how it's going. That's how it's going. So the first thing I advise y'all to do is find a reputable seed company. A reputable seed company. And this seed, I'm not endorsing. I'm not endorsing any man, this thing is open. I'm not endorsing any seed company, but where I got these seeds from, and they seem to be heirloom seeds. They're heirloom seeds, and I don't go to no Walmart, don't go to no big box store, looking for some seeds and whatnot, because you may be surprised. They may not, sprout. Okay, they may not do anything. They may be GMO, and we don't want no GMO seeds. You want heirloom seeds. Try, like I said, try to find a reputable company. And where I got these seeds from is from Baker's Creek. They're from Baker's Creek, and so you may want to go check them out. And here I'll give y'all the information. Like I said, I'm not advertising of any so screenshot that. Okay. Screenshot it. It's Baker's Creek. Definitely this it's out here in the they're out here in the Ozark, and they'll ship. So find you a reputable. It was backwards. Yeah. I know it was backwards. My apologies. I don't know how to fix that. My advice is just screenshot it, and write it down as you see it backwards, and write it the other way if need to be. I don't know how to fix that one. Let's see, Bakery Creek heirloom seeds, Baker's Creek, Baker's, not bakery, not bakery, Baker's Creek heirloom seeds. Yes, so yeah, go check them out. Look online and see the type seeds. I mean, like I said, I'm not getting any kickback from that whatsoever. I'm just giving y'all what I got. And I know they're a good company, and they have a lot of stuff, a lot of seeds on there. So I mean, they got fruits, vegetables, and all that stuff. And I have some fruit trees over here, but I found another company in which I'm going to be ordering some fruit trees, and I'm going to be planting them. I don't know when, because I drive trucks, y'all. Why showing my good man? Oh, I was showing some seeds. Maybe go back, or go back and watch it. You know what I mean? And I showed a couple seeds and where you can purchase these seeds from. So what I was saying is that first thing that you want to get, because this was a response to someone who was talking about some crypto. Talking about crypto. So I'm not going to invest in crypto. I can't eat crypto. I'm going to invest in things that's going to feed me and my family. And that's why I suggest for all of y'all to do. You know what I mean? Those coming in the room, can y'all be so kindly, please, and hit that, tap that screen 2 times for me. If you haven't subscribed, please go over and subscribe, and join the Off Grid Tribe. I'm going to do a little walk around and show y'all my garden, that I'm attempted, to put together. And I still got to cut down some more of these little trees while no leaves is out here, and the snakes have went underground for a moment. So I'm gonna cut some trees down, then I'm gonna get back on the road, get back out there. But and I'll show y'all some I'll put some videos and stuff together for things that I have done as well. So y'all just roll with me. I'll be back out here permanently here in a couple months. So by spring, most high willing, it's gonna be my last time I'll be over the road. I'll still be driving trucks. But I don't know. It ain't gonna be over the road though, cause I need to be out here on my land, cause my land definitely need more attention. I gave trucking 20, almost 26 years. Now it's time, cause the way we see things is going on now. It's time to get serious. It's time to buckle down. Time to buckle down. Time to get serious, and ain't no time to play no more. So trucks. No, I don't. I don't own a truck. I used to own trucks years ago, but things have gotten crazy with parts and fuel and taxes and insurance and all that stuff. I just decided just to, I roll with the company and let them worry about them headaches. I just do what I need to do, pick up load, report issues with the truck and get my check. That's it. Plain and simple. You know what I mean? But yeah, so you need to go ahead. Second thing that I would do is look into some land. You know, home owner financing. Homeowner financing. I mean, someone that will actually finance the where there's no credit check, there's no credit check, background checks. Don't need no check stubs. None of that stuff. I would look for owner financing. Write that down. Write it down. Owner financing. There's a lot of properties out here that you don't have to go. Don't go to no bank. You don't have to go to no bank. I didn't go to no bank. You know, they require a lot of them require some require. And for those who really want to know where to go, like I said, I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna touch on that. I might be in my truck. I may be in my truck, riding, touching on this part right here. But also you can purchase but those who want to know, right now, and maybe going to do this tomorrow, I'm the type, if you're trying to do it, don't just come on here, y'all. Don't just come on here just to listen, gleam. The gleaming is cool. Listening is good. But if you don't do nothing with it, you know what I'm saying? What's the purpose of you wasting your time? You know what I mean? You're wasting your time. If I want you to do something with it. When I give you this information, please go out there and do something with it. Don't just sit back and just wait, because there's no time to be sitting here waiting, watching and looking and seeing what's going to happen. You see what's happening. What else need to be said? What else need to be seen? You could go on YouTube, you can go on TikTok, you can go on a lot of social media. You see people out there living in cars. They living in trailers. They sleeping under the bridge. They sleeping in tents on the side of the wall. They living in RVs. They living in these places. You see it. You see it. I mean, ain't no need to cover your eyes. Is here. They pricing us out of everything. You see the food. I showed y'all all these seeds. I showed y'all all these seeds. I got over 1,000 seeds that I just showed y'all. I didn't show you all of them. I showed y'all I got over 1,000 seeds right here. That's gonna go in my garden, or gardens, in my greenhouses. Are y'all tired of eating fake food? See, it's a seed right here. Look at that. A seed right there just fell in my lap. And I think this is like a green bean. I'm gonna throw it down here on the ground. When it rains, a green bean gonna pop up. Remember this video? If I see a green bean popping up over there, I'm gonna make a video of it, and I'm gonna, let y'all know. Hey, remember that green bean that I threw over there? So many, probably this summer or this fall coming up, it's gonna sprout. And not, maybe a bird eat it. Maybe my dog may smell it. They may eat it. I don't know, but we'll see. But anyway, get you some seeds. Get you some raised beds. Say raised beds because they last longer. And I'm really not trying to advocate either way. However you choose. If you got wood, use wood. You can't afford a raised bed, then hey, do what you got to do. Get some cut some trees down, and make a perimeter. Dig a dirt. Put some grass cloth down on that thing for grass won't go up through there. Or dig out also cardboard. Do something. Don't just sit and allow these people to keep making us eat fake food and and, and GMO things that's making us sick. That is what it's doing. We claim it. We know we talking about got arthritis, my chest, my fingers getting numb, and my face is breaking out, got acne all on me. I can't lose my stomach, and you know what I mean. Come on, man. Come on. It's because what are we eating? What do we allow them to feed us? And we saying it's good, good. Right. Do something nice. Let's trade homes. Let's trade homes. Let me see. Beautification, brother. Let me see. That was Edie's 9471. I might chop your name up. Apologies. The beautiful location, brother. Now that looks like, man, you don't even know. Let me see. And rest of him, Bram. Ooh, all these names. 4379. You must be in some southern state looking at the sky over you. Hey, I'm not I'm not southern. I'm in the Ozarks. I'm out here in the Ozarks. I'm in the mountains. I got nothing around me but Navy SEALs. Navy SEALs out here. Okay. And do something in life now. How big is my garden? One of my gardens is I'll say about a 48 by 54. I'm gonna show you here in a minute. I'm gonna show you. Let's see what tree is good there for lining a perimeter. Hey, Ozarks, yes, Ozarks. Lining a perimeter as far as your garden, shoot. I have a video up there. I use any tree. I know if it was an oak tree, cherry tree, maple tree, pine tree, whatever. You know what I mean? It's just gonna give you a border, what I mean, of where, you can see it. You know what I mean? It should be a border that you can see. You don't have to be straight. I have some crooked and everything. You don't even have to do it. I'm just saying. My point is get out and do something. Grow something. Grow your own. Eat your own. Raise your own. I have all this land right here, and let me tell you, y'all don't need a lot of land. So which one grows fastest among them? Among which ones? The trees or the seeds? Because it can't be. Once you cut the trees down, the growing is over with that. Seeds. It all depends on your zone. All depends on the weather, the climate. All depends on a lot of things to take into consideration. I don't know what you're speaking on. I don't know. So I don't want to say anything that may cause you to do something or plant something and it don't grow in that time frame, which I may say, but let me say, but on these seeds right here, let me show y'all something. Grab a couple of them. On these seeds right here, and I know they're gonna be backwards. Um, as far as this watermelon, Desert King. Okay, this is a Desert King. It's red backwards. It's not. Look at it from right to left. Read it from that way, not left to right, right to left. There's a king, right? And on the back of that, it gives how long it takes to grow. And some of them actually gave the climate. Some of them actually give the climate. I have some other seeds that actually give the climate and stuff, which is good to grow in. Oh, it does right here. It says sprout in 6 to 14 days. This is for the Aunt Molly's. This is ground cherries. This is ground cherries right there. Ground cherries, Aunt Molly's, right? And so it says 6 to 14 days. It sprouts in 6 to 14 days. Ideal temperature 70 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Seed depth 1/8 of an inch. Plant spacing 16 inches apart. And frost hardy, no. Minimum full sun, 6 to 12 hours for this one right here. See what I'm saying? They have what you need to do, the temperature that you need to plant them in. Also, go to Old Faithful, go to Google, use Google to find out what's best plants or herbs or vegetables to plant and the season in which you're trying to plant them in. All right, and go from there. And cause my season I'm in 6A, 6B. That's my zone, my grow zone, 6A, 6B. Some may be in 7, some may be in 5, some may be in 4. Up there in Michigan and Detroit and Canada and India, Africa, wherever your grow zone at, what I mean? So higher grow zone, you can grow, like 7, 8, 9, 10. Shoot, you might just gotta get you some grow cloth or something like that to keep the the heat off of them, something along them nature. But you got to do your due diligence, do your work. So get some land. All right, that's where we at. Get some land. Type of land that I suggest y'all go look and do some research on is owner financing. Owner financing. Okay, owner financing, because don't go to no bank. Bank is gonna do some things to you. Then if you're not able to finish paying off, say if you got a nice job, you lose your job, right? Lose your job, and you got a mortgage with land, right? How are you able to pay on it? You have to foreclose on it. You see what I'm saying? Go buy you some raw land, owner financing. If you need to, find some like-minded people that think like you. Okay? Find some like-minded people, some friends, family, siblings. I mean, that's trying to do the same thing. Go off grid. And y'all go in on it. You could go through owner financing, maybe a house on it. If not, each one of y'all get one of them cabins right there, and pay payments on that if you have to. Because if you get land, and if you get 4 or 5 people, I don't care how many people you decide to get, and y'all all go in on it, it makes it lighter on your pockets, right? It'll make it a little lighter on your pockets. You don't want the sole burden to be on you. Now, when I got my land, I got my cabin, stuff in that nature, it was all right just for me. But would I advise somebody to go get this land? Now, all the land that I have now, I don't know if y'all able to see, but y'all go back on my other videos, and the land that I'm sitting on, I'm looking at right now, it's probably about what I'm actually utilizing right here. Man, it ain't even an acre. It's not even an acre. So what I'm utilizing, what my stuff is sitting on right here, is probably half an acre, a quarter. But what I have cleared, it's about a little over an acre. But I still have all that behind me, all that over there, and all of that way down there. I have 7 acres. Hey, Levi, no. I have 7 acres fenced in. And I have more acres outside of that. And I have not even, I don't even know what the fence even looked like back there. I got to get on the 4-wheeler, you know what I mean, and drive back there in order to see even my fence line is good. So y'all don't need a lot. You actually could put some on this acreage, on this acre right here. You probably can put some goats, a couple. You probably put some sheep down there, a chicken coop. Shoot, a few gardens in a play area on here, a few gardens, maybe another cabin. Just on this alone. So please don't get out there and feel that you need to get 100 acres or 40 acres in the mule. Oh, I need 50 acres. No, you don't. No, you don't. If honestly, to save money in my pocket, I would just stick with the 7 acres. I'll go down further than that. I probably would do like 3, 4 acres. For real, keep it honest with you. To keep it honest with you, I may do about 4 acres because you can put some gardens up here on this, man. Look, you can you don't have to go broke. You don't have to go broke. Try to, show out, what I mean, say that you did this, you did that. Let me see. My fault, y'all. And I'm gonna get to it. Like we talking about land. Oh shit. Let me see. Man, I missed a lot of y'all. Okay, he said cherry, pine, or all the trees. Oh, which one go fast as far as that? Cherry, pines, or all the trees? Like I said, it all depends on the sunlight. It all depends on the soil. All depends on how much rain that you get, which would determine how fast the trees will grow. You know what I mean? So, hey, I could say cherry, I could say pine, I could say all the trees. All depends on the conditions in which the trees may be in, which will determine how fast they'll grow. Matter of weeks only. What you mean? Amar Sihimbrum 4379. What you mean matter of weeks only? I might miss that. Yeah, my boys. Hey. What are y'all doing? No. Levi. Simeon. No. Come here. Get over here. Come on. Come here. Down. 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 There they are, y'all. Show y'all. There they are right there. Oh, they are. What in the world have y'all been in? Y'all are having too much fun right now. The brindle, that's Levi. Simeon, that's the blue. There are bully blues. Bully blues. 5 months old. Levi and Simeon. Yeah, they're my boys right there. So yeah, let me see. Someone said, dude, you're broke. Yeah. Okay. How can you save money in America when you have to pay through the teeth for health care? Oh man. Hey, you know what? All depends, man. It's something that you mentioned that. Something that you mentioned that. Hold on. Okay. All right. Something that you mentioned that. You said healthcare. See, this is the book. And I won't get back to it. This is a book right here. Hope y'all can see it. Wind is blowing. It's got that gold lettering on it. It's A More Excellent Way Be in Health by Dr. Henry W. Wright. A More Excellent Way to Be in Health. Okay. And here's another book. See that? And this book right there. And this book is Backyard Medicine. Backyard Medicine. Okay. And so we have to, and honestly, I mean, for those who may need modern medicine, hey, you may need it. But those, that's why it's important. Whether you are in a, whether you are in a, yeah, apartment and you have a balcony, you need to know, you need to learn the benefits of, hey, no, down, down, Levi, down, down. A little hard headed. Excuse me, y'all. What is called? Down. That person got to stand up on him. You got to look beside himself, y'all. Got to look beside himself. They got to listen to you now. Whether you in an apartment or you don't have that much room to grow something, you know, you need to know what the benefits of the herbs are and what conditions, you know, that you may have and what herbs can help with whatever. Do your research. Consult with your doctor. You know, do all what you got to do. Don't just say the off-grid trucker told me to get off my medication, you know, or get off my CPAP and just start doing exercise and all that. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You know what I mean? You know, and for disclaimer purposes only, this is for entertainment purposes only. All right. This is something that I do or I seeking to do. I'm not no healthcare provider, no medical doctor, you know, no herbalist. I'm not none of that. I just do things that I read, I study up on myself. So do y'all's due diligence and figure out as well. You know, so we talked about seeds, getting seeds. We talked about land. If you get your land, try to make sure that you have your rights. What I mean by your rights, you have your water rights, air rights, gold rights, you know, all your rights that you can get. Okay, make sure that you find that. Okay, you see what you stole that land. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Bye, clown. We don't got room for no clowns on here. You know, you gonna come on here, you can be sincere, you can be serious, or not. We want to know my name. I go by the off-grid trucker. Duh. D-O off-grid trucker. You know, do you think Leeds United will stay in the Premier League? I don't know what that is. Okay. W something. Oh, that was who was that? That was Henry W. Wright. Henry W. Wright. WRIGHT. WRIG as in girl. HT. H as in Henry. And the other book was Backyard Medicine. Other book was Backyard Medicine. You know, this is I think it's the second edition. Yep, this is the second edition right here of Backyard Medicine. So make sure that y'all go where do you go to check for your rights on a particular land. Man, it's wind blowing. You actually will But some when you up on the mountaintop, you get that good wind. Get that good wind. But you actually will go to the courthouse, or and maybe ask them exactly how you go about securing your rights. And there's also other ways that you can go about it, which I'm not going to really speak on at this moment. I had to be on another type of in order to discuss these things. I'm not gonna be on the platform. Okay. Yeah, backyard medicine. Let me see. Do you own any firearms for home protection? You know, is best safety first. You are in mountain time. Nope, I ain't in mountain time. I'm in central. I'm in central time. I'm in central time. You know, but safety first. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say on that. Safety first. You got to make sure that security is tight. Okay, so whether you have firearms, whether you have dogs, whether you have um, drones, and you know, or maybe you have a police force, a army brigade, or whatever you may have, security is number one. Okay, so the first thing that I done before I ever got my cabin on here, I got my fencing up. Then I got my surveillance up. Then I started moving on to my cabin. And follow that, I got my garden not all the way situated because I'm not on here like that at the moment, but when I do get on here permanently here by spring, hey, those coming to the room, if y'all can be so kind, hit that like button. If you haven't followed me, come and follow me, subscribe, and join the Off Grid Tribe. I appreciate all that. And I appreciate all of y'all for coming in, checking me out, So, yes, sir, Central. Oh, my fault. Armor Sign Rim. Central. Yeah, Central. Yeah, Central. You say your name. That's your name. How you say your name? Armor Sing Him Himbrim. I don't know. I chopped that all the way up. My fault if I did. My fault if I did. But so yeah. So we talked about seeds. I showed y'all the seeds. Um, I showed y'all. Let me see. We talked about land. Okay, just Amar. Amar. Okay, Amar. All right, I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Amar. You for stopping in, checking me out too. And for the questions. Hey, I promote. Engagement. I mean, I like to engage. I like to talk. I mean, to because I have 1,000 things on my mind, and I don't know exactly. And I be all over the place trying to um but when y'all engage with me and keep, then that helps. That helps. Put it like that. That helps. You know. Um. So we talked about seeds. We talk about land. You know, and like I said, y'all want to make sure that y'all look up owner financing properties, and I will give y'all a source maybe y'all want to look into. And what I'll do is I'll bring that person on my channel. Okay, I'll bring him on my channel, and y'all have any questions, then y'all can ask him. But I do have a place if y'all serious. That's within the states, though, within the United States, you know, and they actually have land, that they sell plots. Okay, and you can put some money down and pay payments on it till you pay it off. I had my property for over 3 years, 3 years now, and I got mine when the price was good, and it was like at the at that point. You know what I mean? At that point to where you better, it was going up then. Now it's really there. So now, you need about two people, two or more, really, to keep the payments and stuff down. So if I advise y'all, go ahead and start looking at talking to family, you know, talking to family. A lot of y'all have family in the South, or really where land is at. Mississippi, Alabama, Texas, New Mexico, Georgia, Carolinas, West Virginia, Ohio, maybe Pittsburgh. Now getting up, going further northeast is going to get a little higher in prices. As far as land, you really want to stay. This is just my opinion. You mainly want to stay like down maybe in the zone 6A, 6B and below. You don't really want to go above that. You know what I mean? Like 5 and 4, yeah, stuff. You gonna have to need greenhouses. You know, you're gonna need greenhouses when it comes to that. So try to stay out there in zone 6A, 6B, okay? So we talked about the land. Let's see what else to talk about far as on the land. Oh, you want raw land? Yep, zone 6A, 6B, absolutely. You want raw land. Raw land. Why I say raw land? Because when you look at land as raw land and they got trees and stuff on the land. Now trees, they grow leaves, and after around fall, the leaves start to fall. But then the wintertime, these same leaves and sticks and branches and all that stuff, they turn to compost. So over years and years and years of undeveloped, unattended to land, like my land may have been sitting here, man, since the land been here, what I mean, for hundreds of years. And you know how much dirt probably formed on this land, as far as trees dying and became compost. I know when I dug my fruit trees, for example, a couple of my fruit trees, I had two of them. I ran over two, two of them. I had like six of them, but I ran over two of them. Let me see, one, two or three. And while I dug down there, man, let me tell you, worms galore. And when you see worms, more likely that's rich soil. And when you have compost, trees and stuff, breaking down and leaves breaking down and all these things, and the worms is eating it up and pooping and stuff like that out, that soil becomes rich and fertile. You can grow a lot within that soil, you know, and I'm gonna get a soil tester, and I want to see how much nutrients and iron and whatnot that's in the soil. I did find water, on here. So another thing when you're looking for land, if you can find stream of water, then that'll be a plus. If like I have a pond, I share a pond back there with my neighbor, but I'm gonna dig another pond out here somewhere, and I'm gonna do like a shallow well, and I'm gonna have a pond for a number for fish. You know what I mean? That's another food source. So you definitely want to look for, if you get any land, look for water. And I have a lake probably about 10 minutes walking distance, about 2 minutes driving. So I have a lake down there. I have a pond over here. I'm gonna dig another pond out here. I'm not gonna dig it myself. I'm gonna hire someone to dig it. I mean, I ain't gonna do all that. Or I'm gonna buy a tractor with a backhoe on it, or rent one or something, or have someone that got some heavy equipment operating skills. Then I'll rent one, have them dig it for me, and I just pay them one. Hey, some of that. You know what I mean? Let's see. You have soil testing devices there. No, I don't have any soil testing devices. You could easily go to a store and purchase it yourself. And it's a self um, testing kit that you can do. You don't gotta send it to no big lab core, nothing like that, and have them test it. Nothing. You can test it yourself and see if it's alkaline or too acidic or stuff like that. Then there are certain things that you can add in it if it's too, acidic, or if it's too alkaline. There are certain things you can add to it to balance it out. And it depends on what you're trying to grow. Some things like acidicness, some things don't like it as much. You know, let me see. How big pond are you going to dig? Well, it all depends on how much land that one have. My pond is only gonna be big enough, really, maybe about a quarter acre. About a quarter acre. What I mean, pond. That'll be big enough for me. I ain't gonna try to go too overboard, build like no, dig like no acre pond or 2 acre pond. Nah, I mean, if you know, if if I happen to come across something or further on my land back there, if I, once I get out there and really start looking, I may decide to dig a bigger pond then. But as of right now, I'm not interested in digging too much of a bigger pond because I will have horses back there. I have 7 acres fenced in. I may cut off some and do I may do like about 2 acres, 2 or 3 acres or something like that. Put my horses on. Let me see. Quarter acre. Yep, quarter acre. It said, let me see that trailer park. Oh, okay. Um, you want to see it? Hold on, I'll show it to you. What trailer park you referring to there? Renewed strength. Make what trailer park you talking about before I block you. Make sure you ain't no troll. You know, um, what trailer park are you referring to there, sir? Cause you don't see no trailer here. So I just want to make sure. Or did you mean to say trailer park, or you thought you heard me mention something about a trailer park? So but yeah, we don't have no room for no trolls. If you're trying to troll, then this is the wrong channel for you, sir. I advise you to go on somewhere else, find someone else to troll with, because this channel is not the one. It's not the one, but or the two, or the three, or the four. But yeah. So if I find something that's if I find equipment or equipment operator that's willing to do bigger pond, and it's for a feasible price, then I'll do it. The trailer park you're going to put on that land to make money. Oh, okay, man. Hey, sir, you're about to get blocked, buddy. You're about to get blocked. But yeah, nah, I'm not gonna put a trailer park on here. Not on this land right here. This is for a family compound. So not gonna be a trailer park on it. There's other ways I can go about making some income on here. But if I happen to purchase another piece of property, then I'll go ahead and do that then. Um, but yeah, hey y'all, I have 15% left on my phone, and I'm gonna charge my phone up, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do another video showing my garden area, because my phone, I got 15% and I don't want to be in the dark like I was last time at 15%. So we stopped at the land, and there's not really much more to mention as far as the land. And we talked about the seeds, and we talked about the water and stuff of that nature. Make sure you have excessive amount of water, because water is important if you're gonna do a rain catchment, or however you're gonna do it off your buildings or whatnot. That's what I did. Oh, okay, that's what you did. Let's see. Park, you're going to make money. He said, that's what I did. Oh, okay. All right, man. You got tell me how that turned out. How's it working out for you? What time do you? We'll see. What time do you do live? I don't have a an actual time that I do live. Like I mainly be in the truck, my semi two rolling down, the highways and byways, ride that quad bike. Yeah, I'm gonna ride it. I'm gonna ride it. I'm gonna ride it. I got a little work to do for this sun. It's about 1 o'clock, something like that. So I'm gonna ride it and put some videos and stuff on it, me riding it. That's just my, break the monotony a little bit. Hey, those coming into the room, hey, y'all can be so kind, hit the like button for me. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of y'all that stopped in as well. Um, so yeah. So we talk about the water rights and solar. Make sure that like you see the skies and stuff. Make sure that south is this way for me, and make sure you get solar panels. You get enough clearance and stuff for your solar panels. You get wood and stuff on your land as well. Trees. That's your fire. And yeah. So you have no bills when it comes to utilities and things like that. Yes, sir. I'm here. I'm here. Yes, sir. I'm here. I'm here. Okay. Glad you're here, Warhawk. Eric, thank thanks Trump. Well, I don't get much into the politics or whatever. I don't think I'm saying to each and every one of y'all, whether you Republican, Democrat, or Independent, or what have you, or no party. I'm just saying, prepare for yourself. What I mean? We can't depend or wait for any government or any official, what I mean, to tell us when we need to do and how we need to do it, where we need to do it at. What I mean? Stay independent, think independent, what I mean, and prepare for the worst to come. What I mean? Get your food, get into canning, get your gardens and stuff, get your seeds together. I showed over 1,000 seeds that I showed y'all. What I mean? Get your seeds together, heirloom seeds, not any seeds, heirloom seeds, and find a reputable place where you can buy these seeds. Think on how you be able to, even though you see the quad back here, it runs on gas. What if there's no gas? Get you some hand tools. I got hand tools that for digging. What I mean? You may not be able to use an auger. You may have to use a may have to use a hoe and a shovel. I have them as well. Get some good grade stuff. You may not have a chainsaw. Hey, you better get you a hacksaw. What I mean? And start and cut this stuff down by hand. What I mean? So, hey, if medicine, you may be on medicine and stuff like that. You may start getting look at you doing some herbs, growing some herbs, however you need to grow it, plant it, raise bed, straight into the garden, however you need to do it as well. What I mean? But whatever you need to do and however you need to do it, I advise y'all to get to it and start doing it, because you never know any moment now. What I mean? If y'all haven't got no protection, I advise y'all get some protection. What I mean? Y'all get solar panels. Get many as you can get. What I mean? Learn about solar. Solar. Here's another book too. Rap about whoppers. Rap about whoppers. What about whoppers? How you know I can rap? How you know I can rap? Maybe let me hear you rap about them. Then I go after you finish. Like I said, there's no room in here for trolls, y'all. So if y'all trolling, you will be blocked. Okay. We talk in this, so if you can't participate, and talk about, what we need to do, then there's no room in here for you. I will block you. Okay. So I'm trying to give you benefit of doubt. 1 minute, 1 minute, a man, one. So let's keep it respectful, man. And let's prepare. We don't got time for no games, man. There's no time for no games. There's no time for no trolls. You know what I'm saying? We're not 1 or 2, 3, 4 in elementary school. We're grown men and women over here. Okay. So we're talking about grown men and grown women things. All right. If you can't participate, if you can't follow the script, then guess what? Find another channel. All right. But that's just a warning. But you're okay until you make another comment that's not, it's not gonna be, that's not respectful, or that's not educational purpose, then you'll be blocked. And you may miss out some good things. But here's another book right here, y'all. Country Living. Okay, Country Living. This is another book I would suggest for all of y'all to get, and it has everything from a lot of things in here. I mean, this is a encyclopedia. This is a encyclopedia. This is the 50th edition over 800,000 copies sold. This is the Encyclopedia of Country Living. The Encyclopedia of Country Living. Okay? The Encyclopedia of Country Living. So a lot of things that you may need to know, want to know about, it's in there. I showed y'all the seeds. We spoke about a lot of things. You know, we haven't got it much into rain catchment, not yet. We haven't gotten too much to solar at the moment. You know, I'm gonna touch on all these things, you know, even talking about internet service, we're gonna talk about that, you know, perimeters, you know, take you around the fence line, gardening, you know, there's a lot more. So if y'all haven't subscribed, please subscribe, join the off grid tribe. I'm the off grid trucker. You know, I'm gonna once I charge my phone back up, I'm gonna do a little bit of work, and I'm gonna show y'all my perimeter of what I have as far as my gardening. And my gardening may not look like yours. You know what I mean? My garden may not look like yours, but but if you can, if you so generous and so kind, tap that screen, share, like, subscribe. You know, if you're watching this video on the replay, hey, leave a comment below. You know, if I helped you or all right, my apologies. Feel free and say something. All right. Say I did, I appreciate it, something long or whatever. You don't have to. I'm just saying it only helps the channel. Okay. Helps the algorithm, you know, all of that. I'm not into all that stuff. I'm just coming here, trying to give you some basic information on what to do and how to do it. And hey, stay consistent in doing it. All right. So I'll let my phone charge up and I may be back. If not, I'll make a video of my garden and things like that. And yeah, I'm the off-grid trucker. Peace, blessings, and shalom. Have a day. Y'all stay safe out there on them highways and byways.